أولا السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. نحيي بالدكتور الفاضل هشام خوجلي، وهو من البارزين في الترجمة سواء الفورية أو كذلك التحريرية، وقبل ذلك درس وله إسهامات في الجامعات وله بحوث عديدة، ومنه نتعلم الشيء الكثير. ونحن نحرص على أن يكون هذا اللقاء باللغة الإنجليزية، وكذلك أول نناقش معه على الخفيف، يعني تركيزا على ماذا؟ أنا أقولها عشان المستمعين عندي اللي هم يفهمون في العربي قبل نبدأ. I am happy to host Dr. Hisham. Dr. Hisham has been working as interpreter and translator for over 30 years, I think so. Yeah, he is still a young man. Welcome, Dr. Hisham. Welcome to my live stream.
Thank you, brother Ayedh. Thank you. I'm very happy to be with you and to have our audience with us. I hope our meeting will be an interesting one.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you.
Dr. Hisham, can you tell us a little about yourself and experience as an interpreter?
Well, actually,
in short, Doctor.
Yes. I'm from Sudan. I have studied French language at the university level, at the University of Khartoum. Then I have obtained an MA from Heriot-Watt University in Edinburgh, the UK.
Wow.
And after which I have joined the Organization of Islamic Conference. At the time it was called Organization of Islamic Conference. Now it is the Organization of Islamic Cooperation. I've joined them in 1990 as an English, Arabic, French interpreter, translator.
MashaAllah.
I have obtained my PhD in 2012 from the University of Jazeera in Sudan.
MashaAllah.
I have many publications, but the most salient one is the book called إضاءات في الترجمة الشفوية في اللغة العربية، الترجمة الشفوية من اللغة العربية وإليها في المنظمات.
I read it. Wow. It's amazing.
Thank you.
Dr. Hisham, what exactly do you do as an interpreter?
Well, that's a big question, but to put it in simple words, an interpreter conveys the meaning of a speaker from one language into another, including messages, important messages, ideas, cultural concepts, etc. Mainly it's a translation, but it is...
Carry on.
Yes.
Because,
basically it's the rendering of a message from one language to another in a verbal form. It's a spoken message. Usually you hear a spoken message and render it into another language at almost simultaneously at the same time. The end result would be a difference of a second or two usually. This is the main idea of interpreting. If you want me to elaborate, I can talk about different types of interpreting, because interpreting has several modes, let's say. In conference interpreting, usually there are three types of interpreting. We have first sight translation.
Can you explain it, please, in short?
Yes. Sight translation simply is the reading of a text, a written text, read out by the interpreter in the target language, not the original language. For example, I have a text written and it's in front of me. It's written in Arabic. I read it, but I read it in English, not in Arabic.
I think you have three languages, Doctor.
Yes, I do. I have English,
wow.
Arabic, and French. This is the first type. The second type is what is known as consecutive interpreting. Well, consecutive interpreting, you hear a speaker, you have the chance to take notes, and then give rendering of what he says in the target language. For example, I hear a speaker in French, I take my notes for 1 minute or two, then I translate or interpret what he says from French into English or into Arabic. Finally, the third main type or mode of interpreting, which is most renowned and most used in conferences, international conference, is simultaneous interpretation. Simultaneous interpretation is when you hear a speaker and at the same time you render what he says into the target language. For example, when a speaker speaks in Arabic, at the same time I interpret what he says into English or into French.
Okay. Dr. Hisham, how do you keep up with fast talker when they speak very fast?
Yes. Well, actually, from my experience and from my yes, so from my reading, from my experience, I have practical experience, but I also have research efforts. Fast speakers is one of the major challenges faced by interpreters, whether beginners or experienced interpreters. They all suffer, of course, with varying degrees. You cannot compare a beginner with an experienced interpreter, but both find it difficult to deal with fast speakers. So, dealing with fast speakers differs from one interpreter to another. But the main trick is to
مرحبا دكتور أنور ودكتور وليد. مرحبا بكم. Welcome Dr. Walid and Anwar. Yeah, I am so sorry. Yeah, carry on, doctor.
Yes, then you have to focus on what the speaker says. You have to pick up the main ideas. You do not have to focus on individual words as much as focusing on ideas.
Yeah,
Because if the speaker goes fast, then the only thing you can resort to is to capture the idea and convey it.
How?
For example, a speaker speaks about the war, the ongoing war now from Israel and America against Iran, and the consequences of the war. Then the speaker goes into much details and going very fast. Then you have to pick up the idea, what he wants to. You have to arrive at what message he wants to convey, and you focus on the ideas. In this process, you may omit some unnecessary words or unnecessary details, you see, but you have to capture the main ideas and convey
you convey the message, doctor, okay?
Yes, that's it.
Yeah. You shouldn't translate word for word as some people think, okay?
No, not at all.
Yes. Dr. Hisham, how do you split your attention, okay, while interpreting?
That's the main challenge that's the main challenge for an interpreter. Interpreting, according to what research, interpreting involves more than 22, please read my lips, more than 22 cognitive skills at the same time. You see, an interpreter listens to what, for example, I'm just giving examples. The interpreter listens to
the speaker speaks, okay, at the same time, and you interpret.
Yes, you have to listen.
It's a challenge.
Yes, you have to listen to what he says. You have to process what he says. You have to understand, of course, what he says.
مرحبا بالجميع.
That, and you start interpreting. While you start interpreting the first units of meaning that the speaker gives, you don't expect the speaker to stop and wait for you to convey the meaning. Well, he will proceed or she will proceed. You have then to listen. While interpreting, you have to listen to the next part of what he says. For example, if the speaker says, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. and you start translating Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Assalamu alaikum, then he will not be at Assalamu alaikum. He will have proceeded to ينعقد اجتماعنا هذا في مدينة الرياض في المملكة العربية السعودية. While you are interpreting,
he says in Arabic.
Yes, while you are interpreting Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, then he would have reached ينعقد هذا الاجتماع. He would have said Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Assalamu alaikum, and you are translating or interpreting this. He will have gone. He will have proceeded to ينعقد اجتماعنا هذا في مدينة الرياض. When you arrive at the interpretation of ينعقد اجتماعنا هذا في مدينة الرياض, he will have reached another part of the speech. You know, so as if you are chasing him.
It's very challenging, doctor.
Yes. This is the most one of the most difficult aspects of interpreting. Actually, is to train yourself to listen while you are already involved in the interpretation process of the first part of what he says.
Yeah. Doctor, do you research the subject matter beforehand?
That is a basic duty of the interpreter. You know, some people think that while interpreters go for meetings to work for 2 hours or so and get paid money for that. No, that's not correct, actually. You know, the interpreter must start preparing for meetings, for example, 2 weeks ahead of the meeting. They have to collect the material, especially if they are dealing with technical issues or sensitive issues. If they are dealing with technical or sensitive issues, for example, medical subjects, technological, now we have cybersecurity. Yes. So the interpreter has to go for look for the material. Sometimes you have to go to listen to the speakers whom you know that would be participating in the meeting, to get used to their accent, to know their attitude and how they speak and how they introduce their subject matter. Sometimes you'll find the same speaker who is going to be hosted during the meeting having an audio or a video on YouTube or Facebook speaking about the same matter. So you get acquainted with the terminology, with his accent, whether he speaks fast or no, things like that. So preparation is one of the basic duties of the interpreter. It is very important. It is not an aspect that a good interpreter would overlook. You have to prepare. Even if you are a seasoned interpreter, you are experienced interpreter, if you know the subject matter, also you have to prepare.
Yeah. Dr. Hisham, how do you deal with situations where you don't know specific word or term?
Well, no interpreter can capture the meanings of all meanings of all words in one language. There must be a time when you hear a new word, a word that you are not acquainted with, or a word you know but used in a different context. So it is a tricky
You mean you have to focus on the intended meaning?
Yes, you have to. First of all, you have to use your background information in order to try to decipher this word. You have also to make use of the context. Sometimes there are words which you completely ignore the meaning, but from the context you can guess what the speaker wants to say and convey the meaning. But never interpret or give a meaning of a word that you do not know. You do not invent.
You're right.
This is very
You're
risky,
right. You're
especially if the issue is sensitive. The consequences might be dire, might be very.
I tried it. I tried it, the doctor, before. It's very hard. It's very hard.
And then there is also another methodology that you may follow. That is to wait. Sometimes the speaker would say a word that you do not
مرحبا
understand,
بالجميع مرحبا بالجميع. Welcome. I welcome you here. Yeah.
but within a few
أرد عليكم إن
seconds
شاء الله.
he would explain what he means by this word, because he knows the word is odd, or he might have guessed that the audience did not have the translation of the word, so they might explain the word. Also, the context may allow us later on to discover that there's one word that we did not translate correctly, or we could not translate or interpret actually. Then you can use this new information in the interpretation of the second part. Sometimes you make up for what you have missed in the second part. You may just embed the idea, even without the audience noticing that you are translating a word
بالجميع. حييتم.
you have just missed a few seconds or few minutes ago.
Dr. Hisham, can you describe a challenging situation you've faced with interpreting while interpreting, and how you handled it?
Yes. Well, actually, the most difficult challenges I face is are when I interpret in highly technical meetings. When you are, especially, I work for the Organization of Islamic Cooperation. Sometimes the Islamic Development Bank invites me to interpret in a meeting. Well, they're from the same family. We are the same institution. They are sister institutions. So, but the jargon or the terminology used at the Islamic Development Bank is completely different from the jargon
You're right.
Organization of Islamic Cooperation. So when I face a terminology I'm not acquainted with, this represents to me a very challenging situation. And the reaction differs from one meeting to another, and how you can make up for that, you see.
Okay. Dr. Hisham, what's the move if the speaker says something offensive?
Well, that's a matter of discussion in the interpreting literature.
But
Yes, it depends on the situation. Sometimes you have to convey even the offensive language, simply because
مرحبا بالجميع مرحبا. إن شاء الله نرد عليكم الآن ونستقبل أسئلتكم، حتى اللي بيسأل بالعربي يعني you can ask in English, you can ask إن شاء الله، but بعد إن شاء الله ما ننتهي من yes. مرحبا.
For example, if a delegate of one member state or one state insults another delegate, we have two scenarios. Either I should convey the insult, or I should just omit the insult. If I omit the insult, then I would be depriving the delegate which has been insulted from the right to reply. Then the delegate might come at the end of the meeting and say, no, the interpreter did not interpret honestly the insult addressed to me by the delegate of this country. I wanted to have the right to reply. Then it would be a problem for the interpreter, because he has
بالجميع. إن شاء الله أعطيكم الآن المجال. Yes. Go on.
So if I opt for not conveying the insult, it might pass. It might pass safely, but in some cases I might face the consequences of being accused of omitting something that should have been conveyed in order to allow the insulted delegate to reply.
Okay, Doctor.
So there are two different schools. There are those who believe that you should at least attenuate the insult, not to convey the full insult, but try to lighten it. and there are those schools who believe, or these schools which believe that you should convey the insult regardless
Let me
of
ask you, Doctor,
yes.
do you convey the same message even the speaker says something offensive?
Yes, I believe I should.
You have to convey it, huh?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
I can give you an example.
Yeah.
When I joined the OIC, there was a war between two member states. I don't want to mention the names. And there were efforts to reconcile between them. And the offensive state wanted to convince the meeting that they were right, that they did not commit a mistake, or they were not, doing a mischievous act of invading another state. But when the head of the delegation arrived to the conclusion that member states were not supporting his country's position,
Yeah.
he said, "أنتم صم بكم عميان."
In Arabic?
He said, "No, in Arabic." Alhamdulillah, I was not the interpreter.
Did you translate him?
No, it was not my turn. It was my colleague turn, who just conveyed the meaning. You know, one of the other member states said, "We are neither dumb, blind, nor deaf." You see? So he answered to him. He answered back.
Okay.
If had the interpreter not interpreted this "Antum summun bukmun umyun," the other delegate would not have the chance to defend his country's position or the member states' positions.
Yeah, it's very hard. Like, Doctor, how do you handle slang idioms that don't have a direct translation?
Well, these are many cases. You know, in many cases you find idioms, whether it's slang or formal, which have not their equivalent in the other language. In this case, especially in interpreting, not like translation, where you have to go deep in research and look for possible equivalences. You just convey the message as much as possible. You don't have time to start thinking, and you have to convey the meaning, you see.
Okay, Doctor. If you can't make out the speaker's accent, what should you do?
Our brothers from Yemen have a problem with the qaf. They pronounce it as ga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes this sound can change the meaning.
Yes. So the delegate from Yemen wanted to thank Dawlat al-Magar, meaning Saudi Arabia. You know, he said, "Ashkur Dawlat al-Magar." The interpreter was Egyptian, and
location.
Yes, she understood al-Magar as she translated it as the state of Hungary, because she thought he was thanking the Dawlat al-Majar. You know, in Egyptian English, the jim is pronounced also like ga, al-Magar. So she understood that he wanted to thank the al-Majar. You see, so she said, "I thank the state of Hungary." Yes.
He changed the meaning completely, Doctor.
Completely.
وهو عربي in Arabic.
Yes. So
you're right.
Yes, and you have also different variations of accents. For example, there are certain Arabs who pronounce the qaf as gha, and ka as ja, or ja as ya. If you are not acquainted with these accents, it is going to be problematic, especially if the interpreter is not originally Arab. You see, for example, we had a colleague from Gambia who studied only Arabiya Fusha. So when he have to interpret for an Arab who is speaking colloquial Kuwaiti language or colloquial Bahraini language, he would not understand. You know?
Yeah, you're right.
He would not understand. Yes.
You're right.
Yes.
If you change any sound any person may not understand you.
Yes. For example, one day I was
Doctor,
sitting with a Senegalese interpreter who was taken from Arabic, and the speaker was Egyptian.
come
He
again,
said
please, doctor.
the interpreter was interpreting. He was from one of these African countries, I think Senegal or Gambia, and he was taking from Arabic into English. The speaker was Egyptian. He said "ba'a." You know, the Egyptians, they say "ba'a, ba'a."
But,
So he put off the microphone, said to me, "بقى معناها إيش?" بقى معناها إيش?
doctor, as you know,
Yes.
humor doesn't always translate across the cultures. Okay,
You
so
know,
how do you deal with that?
yes. Well, in these situations, you have to try to convey to the audience that the speaker is saying a joke. Sometimes you are able, because not all jokes are difficult to translate. Some jokes could be translated, and they could be funny in both languages. But some jokes are based on culture, on
That's what
social
I meant.
context. Yes. So the best example is what happened to President Carter when his mandate finished. He was a former U.S. president. When his mandate finished, he had a visit to Japan, and usually he says, President Carter says that when there is tension in the meeting, he starts, or he tries to break the ice by telling a joke. So he said a joke, and he noticed that all listeners, those who are listening to him in English and those who are listening to him through the interpreter in Japanese language, they all laughed at the same time. And he was astonished. How could an interpreter translate a joke with such a speed? So after the meeting, he went to the interpreter and asked him, how did you manage to translate my joke with this speed? All people laughed at the same time. He said, well, Mr. President, I actually didn't translate your joke, but I said, President Carter said a joke, so please laugh. So he created the same.
He's very smart, doctor.
Yes, with this, this is smart.
He dealt with that situation.
Yes, and he
I
gave
did
the effect.
I
He
can't
made the
blame
effect.
I can't blame him.
Yeah, yes.
طيب الآن يا دكتور نرحب بالدكتور أنور وكذلك الدكتور وليد. Doctor.
Yes, thank you so much, Dr. Hisham, about this
ما شاء الله
explanation. Yeah.
أنور دكتور هشام هي أنور studied ما شاء الله in USA, okay?
Yes.
Am I
yes,
right?
yes,
Yeah.
Yes, in San Francisco. Yes, child development.
Can you tell us something about that journey, please,
Yes.
before you ask a doctor?
Yes, okay. I was in the United States of America in 2009.
MashaAllah. Wow.
I studied child development, how to face the problem
مرحبا
of
بالجميع
children.
مرحبا بالجميع
Yes.
مرحبا بالجميع.
And
Carry
then,
on,
I
carry
stayed-
on. Okay.
Yes, I stayed like 5 years there, and I met a lot of people from different culture, from different nationalities, and for this why I was
And different
asking-
accent.
Yes, different accent. Yes, especially from Mexican. Yes, they speak Spanish there. Yes, like you have to know some little bit language of Spanish, and little from French, because people there they speak English and Spanish.
Please stop the screen and share this live with your friends, please. Okay?
Yes.
Welcome you.
Yeah.
Welcome to
Thank
my
you.
live stream with Dr. Hisham and Dr. Walid and Dr. Hisham.
Yeah.
مرحبا بكم
Yes.
جميعا.
Yes, I want to ask you, Dr. Hisham, like when I speak with African American people, I face a lot of difficult because I don't know like their culture. They speak like what we call Ibonic language,
Yeah, you're right.
they speak very fast. That's why, like sometimes they feel angry when I don't understand them. Like this because this is first time like I meet them, and I want to ask you a second question. I saw like in masjid, the interpreter face a lot of the challenge when they make like translate like hadith or ayah from Quran, like how someone he doesn't know hadith exactly, how can interpret this one? Like you have to like to be precise, like to know hadith exactly. Yes, otherwise you have to you don't speak you don't tell about this hadith, especially in masjid. Yes, when imam speak about something. Yes, that's the main important. And thank you so much, Dr. Ayad, for this
Ayedh.
opportunity. And absolutely, it's amazing. Yes, meeting. Yes,
Thank you.
to
Thank you
join
very
and to
much.
learn
Thank you
from
very much.
Dr. Hisham.
Stay with us. Stay with us, please. Okay. And
Yes.
please wait for the answer from Dr.
Okay. Yes.
Thank you very much, Dr. Weil, for these two important questions. Let me start by the second one because it's the most important one. Well, this is one of the, let me say, heaviest challenges faced by interpreters when translating, when dealing with the speaker
مرحبا
who
بالجميع. مرحبا
quotes
بالجميع.
a speaker who quotes a hadith or an ayah from the Holy Quran. The interpreter, if he is not sure that he knows
Yeah.
not only the hadith but knows the شرح
ويتكلم عن
الحديث.
الحديث والآية عندما يترجم لها.
Yes.
عندما يطلب من المترجم وهو لم يكن حافظ ذلك الحديث. وهذا تفضل الدكتور بس أنا عشان اللي معانا هنا موجودين.
So if the translator or the interpreter is not that sure that he knows tafsir al-ayah or sharh al-hadith, the explanation of hadith, he should not dare to give an interpretation. This is a very sensitive issue.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You see? So
Thank you, Muhammad.
either
Thank
you know,
Right.
either you know
Thank you. I admire you.
either you know the tafsir of the ayah, the explanation of the meanings of the ayah or hadith, or you abstain from the translation. And you can simply say he's quoting an ayah from the Holy Quran or hadith from the Holy Prophet. You may add one element. For example, if the hadith or ayah is enjoining us to التعاون على البر والتقوى, for example, we know that the purpose of the imam or the speaker is to say that the Quran enjoins us to
welcome. Please share my life with your friends, okay?
So you can say that the speaker quotes a hadith or an ayah to enjoin us to practice التعاون على البر والتقوى.
I will give you the floor
Yes.
and the word,
Yes.
okay? Yeah. Do you have any?
Yes. For the first question, well, of course, you have talked about American, Black American English or African American English, which is different even from the white American English and more different also compared with the British English.
Dr. Hisham, even white native American native speakers, okay, even American native speaker don't understand black people.
Yes. No, this is not limited to black people versus white people in America. For example, in Britain, you have more than 8
you
accents.
studied in the UK, okay, yeah?
Yes. For example,
give us please example.
Yes, for example, I studied in Edinburgh, Scotland.
Yeah.
If you talk to a speaker, a native speaker of English, but from Scotland, you risk not to understand anything. You
can get it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're right.
Yes, they have a tough accent. For example, the word girl.
Yes.
Can you believe me?
You mean girl?
Yes, girl. If you talk to a Scottish speaker, he will say garal.
Girl, Ya Allah.
World, he will say waral.
Yeah, you know. Yeah.
Yes, so it is very difficult unless you have experience with these people and start to decipher these words and know that when they say
Thank
garal,
you.
they mean this.
And
Yes.
thank you, doctor,
So,
becomes
yes.
thank you.
Yes, yes, yes. So for the Black American, they have their own accent. Well, just as we've mentioned earlier, that they, for example, when they are saying ask, they say
مرحبا
ax.
بالجميع، مرحبا. واللي عندكم سؤال حتى بالعربي
Yes.
بعد بس ما نخلص من الدكتور تسألونه عن الترجمة الفورية كيف
Especially,
يترجم.
thank you
أنا
so
أعطيكم.
much, doctor, for this explanation. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. You're welcome.
Yes, and the most important, like you
I
have
think
to
you have
understand
more
the message.
questions, Dr. Anwar.
Thank you so much.
ما شاء الله الدكتور هشام he's been working as interpreter and a translator for over 30 years. Yet he's young man ما شاء الله تبارك الله.
Yes.
وما زال فتيا.
Yes, when I was a
Thank you.
student in Tunisia, like
Yes.
my teacher give us like a translation of it is raining cats and dogs. Yes.
Yes, that's an idiomatic expression. Yes.
Yes, and most of the students they say
It's raining cats and dogs.
Yes, most of the students they say إنها تمطر قططا وكلابا.
يا الله. Idiomatic expression this.
Yes, and when I was in United
حتى بالعربي يعني خلوني أوضحها حتى في هذه النقطة. When we say here in some Saudi dialects بالذات البدوينز عندما يقول بالراسك يعني بالمويه ولا ينشف اللي عندي، هذه كناية عن السرعة، يعني you have to come to me very fast please.
ما شاء الله.
لا تترجمها يعني حرفيا موجودة.
And when I was in the United States of America, I asked my teacher. He explained for me like when it's a lot of raining or heavy rain, like the cats and dogs will be in the sky like this. That's why it's raining heavy. Yes, معناها تمطر بغزارة.
Yeah, it's raining. Yeah, it's raining heavily.
Yes, that's why.
عليكم السلام، حياك الله أحمد وحيا الله الجميع، حيا الله من انضموا لنا. Do you have any question, Dr. Anwar?
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Stay with us.
Yes,
Please.
Dr. Anwar. Thank you very much for your interesting questions.
Enjoy the live, please.
Yes,
you can share the live with your friends, please.
Yes, this is the first time, brother.
Dr. Walid, now I'll give you the floor. Dr. Walid, مرحبا.
مرحبا.
Dr. Walid, yes, he's
Hello.
from Sudan.
Hello, مرحبا.
أهلا مرحبا.
Okay, am I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. First of all, I would like to thank all doctors joining us today, Dr. Hisham, Dr. Anwar, and Mr. Ayedh for
Thank you very much. Thank you. You're welcome.
preparing and arranging this.
Welcome to my live stream. Yes.
I consider it one of the most fruitful sessions I have attended recently. I like the idea of speaking about local languages and local accents. Of course, we have different languages. Even in Arabic language itself, we have different accents and different languages that differ from other parts. For example, الشوام عندهم عبارة بيقولوا مثلا إذا أخذنا مثال الشوام عندهم عبارة فوت، يقول لك فوت. العبارة تعني عندنا في اللهجة السودانية
مرحبا الدكتور
يعني
عبد الله الحمود، مرحبا بك، حياك الله. If you have any question in English أو عربي ما في إشكال يا دكتور عن الترجمة الفورية، تفضل.
أيوة. إذا أحد من الشوام قال لك فوت يعني عندهم تعني عندهم ادخل، يعني
فوت
ادخل.
فوت.
ايوه. وعندنا بالسوداني اللهجه السودانيه العكس تماما، فوت يعني امشي، اذهب، اذهب بعيدا. ف يعني هذه واحده من الاشياء
The,
الهامه انه
yeah,
المترجم
the
ينبغي.
one word has a lot of meanings or two meanings.
Yes.
Okay, that's
Yes.
what you mean.
Actually, here it is the exact opposite meaning.
Yeah,
Yes, opposite.
yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
You're
yes.
right, doctor. MashaAllah.
A Syrian or a Jordanian would say to you, "Foot," say بمعنى تفضل.
نعم.
يعني أنت واقف أمام الباب he would say "فوت تفضل."
تفضل.
بينما
نعم.
عندنا في السودان معناه بيطردك، يعني بيقول لك روح، يعني فوت روح.
ايوه. يحكى انه يعني
The culture is
في هذا
different.
ايوه في هذا الجانب، يعني يحكى انه في مجموعه من السودانيين هم ضباط سودانيين تم انتدابهم الى احدى الدول الشاميه للتدريب. وفي احدى الامسيات يعني يفترض انهم خلصوا تدريب ويفترض انه يلتقوا في
مرحبا
امسيه
بالجميع
يعني
ورحب
مسائيه.
بكم. مرحبا
فواحد
بالجميع.
من الضباط المفترض
الذي
يلاقي زميله.
الذي يسأل ينضم مرحب بابا يا شباب.
ايوه. يفترض انه يلاقي زميله الثاني من
الله.
الشوام على سن ينسقوا مع بعض يذهبوا الى مكان الحفل او مكان
نعم، أعطيك يا ريو.
نعم الشامي توعد مع السوداني انه يجوا في البيت وبعد كده يعني ينسقوا يذهبوا مع بعض. فالسوداني راح له، او اللي هو الضابط راح له في البيت وخبط الباب من الداخل. الشامي قال له فوت فوت. فالسودان فيما انه امشي، يعني يمشي الان ليس. فراح ذهب يعني
get out of here get out of here.
ايوه. وجاء ثاني يوم زعلان، السوداني زعلان جدا. فقابله الشامي قال له انت ليش ما جيت بالامس؟ قال له يا اخي انا جيت لك وقلت له فوت يعني. فقال له قال له قلت لك فوت يعني معناه ادخل تعال. السوداني قال له لا، عندنا فوت معناه اذهب. فهذه واحده من الاشياء الهامه انه المترجم ينبغي انه يكون يلم بهذه
نعم.
Yeah.
Yes.
This problem was because of the culture, the different culture. Yeah.
culture. Yes, different cultures. نعم.
Yes.
Well,
Go ahead, doctor.
sometimes
If you have-
in the same
If you have
country-
any comment, Dr. Hisham.
Yes, it's not only about different countries. Sometimes within the same country, you have different dialects, and they use different words or the same word to give different meanings. And this, we have a lot of examples in Sudan like this. And I believe also here, from my experience in Saudi Arabia, there are different words that have different meanings if you are in Jeddah or in Riyadh or in other parts of Saudi Arabia. So the issue of dialect and accent is not limited to dealing with people from different countries, but within the same country you can have different accents or different dialects.
Yeah, you're right,
Exactly
doctor.
like-
Yeah. مرحبا بالدكتور عبد الله، حياك الله دكتور عبد الله.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
وعليكم السلام مرحبا. Welcome to my live stream, Dr. Abdullah.
Thanks a lot for you for your
ما شاء الله Dr. Abdullah speaks English very well.
Allah be accept all our supplication. Allah be good all time. The
الله يبارك فيك.
from where to where more
دكتور
different
عبد الله
from
يا أنت الآن مع الدكاترة والدكتور وما شاء الله. I know you love to speak English.
اختصارات شعر.
It's a chance, opportunity to speak English.
It's for me good chance for me, yes. The culture different from place to place. Just example in Saudi Arabia or Morocco or Sudan. If you go to Sudan and you ask about some male, if you ask him, I need shakshuka, maybe they will be kill you. Yeah.
Yeah,
So in
you're
Saudi
right.
Arabia, can you ask shakshuka in any restaurant? No different.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in Sudan, can you ask this male name just
Yes.
a piece of meat? Yeah.
It's an offensive. It's an offensive word. Bad word.
In Sudan, it's a type of meat, you know. It's a
والله
type
يا جماعة ده أنا أقول لكم حاجة.
dried
اللهجة
meat.
ذاتها بتختلف كثير. الناس اللي هناي بتمشي هسه على المغرب تقول له الله يعطيك العافية، والله بيكورك عديل معك.
دكتور
لكن
هشام ما شاء
دكتور
الله الدكتور عبد الله كان evaluate any language ما شاء الله
يا
any
حبيبي
accent.
الله يبارك فيك، الله يعطيك العافيه يا دكتور. انت دكتورنا واستاذنا وحبيبنا. يعني
حياك الله.
انا بتروح المغرب تقول يعطيك العافيه يزعلوا عليك، لانه العافيه عندهم the meaning يعطيك العافيه in Morocco like the God put you in hell. But in Saudi Arabia and Arab nation maybe when you say يعطيك العافيه just make supplication for Allah be
But
give you
Dr.
everything.
Hisham,
Yes,
Dr. Hisham, I think
yes.
the interpreter should focus on the standard language, okay?
No, 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 not exactly. No, I beg to differ with you because you are expected
مرحبا
to
بالجميع.
meet. You are expected to meet people from different countries, and there are those who speak with their own dialect. Let's just have a very quick example. For example, Abu Mazin addressing the United Nations General Assembly once said,
مرحبا
"Zeta
بالجميع.
Zambaleta."
Please
He's-
tap the
he's-
screen and share the live with your friends, please, please.
Must
So
be.
Abu Mazin addressing the UN General Assembly used the colloquial
مرحبا
Palestinian
ريو.
expression
I don't know. أنا نعطيه هذا واحد.
Zeta وزمبلeta. You know, so the interpreter was expected to render this meeting. Of course, it was very difficult for them. So you should, as much as possible. Of course, it's difficult to capture all the different dialects, but you should, as much as possible, try to capture what you can from different dialects.
Yes.
Yes, and especially words that might be offensive in one country and not so in another country. Just like the example of al-afia in Morocco, and the types of food, shakshuka, and these things. I also have a story from Iraq. A Sudanese man went to Iraq. At the airport, he wanted someone to carry the luggage for him. حمال. فوجد حمال عراقي قال له شيل الشنطة وأنا حابسطك. فالعراقي الحمال العراقي رمى الشنطة وقال له أنا أبسطك وأبسط 10 أمثالك. أبسطك في السودان لأنه أنا يعني أكرمك
أسعدك.
يعني بكشيش. نعم جيد يعني أبسطك يعني.
I
وفي
want to
العراقي-
make you very happy.
Yes.
I will make you unhappy, so meaning I will be give you a lot of money.
Yes, that's it. يعني أنا
Tips,
سأعطيك
tips,
فلوس.
tips. I am gonna
والله
give you.
Yes.
تورط معاه والله.
بينما العراقي أبسطك معناه أجلدك يعني. ففهمها
نعم اديله كتله والله.
أها أيضا نعم نفس الشيء. أيوه. فالإنسان خاصة الكلمات التي يعني تحمل معاني مسيئة لا بد الواحد يتحرز منها. ولكن صعب مرات الواحد بيمشي في بلد ولا يعرف الكلمة قد تكون عادية جدا يعني في
دكتور
بلد
هشام.
معين.
نعم.
دكتور هشام.
to culture of nation. في دورات كثيرة في العالم تدرب على
نعم.
ثقافة الشعوب وعلى البروتوكول.
نعم.
يعني مثلا انت بتمشي مكان معين بتعرف هذول الناس كيف يتكلموا، حتى اشارات الاصابع لها
نعم.
مدلولات معينة.
صحيح.
يعني احنا
نعم.
عندنا اوكي بالابهام في مكان ما تعني
نعم.
اشارة مسيئة
حياكم
جدا.
الله يا اخواني.
نعم.
اسالوا حتى في العربي يسالوا وانا انقل.
Ask Arabic or English. The live for you.
نعم.
Yes. Thank you, Dr. Abdullah.
يا حبيبي.
I'm over the moon to see here Dr. Abdullah,
Oh, thanks.
Dr. Hisham, Anwar and Walid.
طبعا يا جماعة أنا وأبو بدر من المدينة المنورة،
ما شاء الله.
ونتشرف والله بكل المنضمين للبث.
ما شاء الله.
أنا لي علاقة بالسودانيين، علاقة وطيدة جدا وصداقة قديمة.
والله
فأحب اللهجة السودانية ذاتها.
they're very kind والله بدون مجاملة.
جدا من نعومة الأظافر. يعني
دكتور.
كان لي صديق قديم من ناس جنوب السودان، من ناس الدنكا اللي بيتكلموا عربي بالمكسر.
أي.
يعني قديم قبل من الطفولة والله. ناس الدنكا ديل يتكلموا باللهجة العربية المكسرة، الله تضحك ضحك عديل والله.
Dr. Hisham, I am so sorry. Dr.
عربي
Hisham.
جوبا يسمى.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, the very obvious advice for someone who wants to become an interpreter is that they should not start interpreting unless they are sure that they master 2 languages at least. You know, some people start interpreting when they are still weak at understanding a language or speaking a language. This most likely will kill them.
I think, Doctor, if
Yes.
he is good at English and Arabic, that doesn't mean, for example, he's able to interpret.
That's why I said this very obvious fact. You have to master the 2 languages, but that's not enough.
حياكم الله.
There
البث
are
عبارة عن إنجليزي، اللي بيدخل معي أنا أعطيه البث ويسأل الدكتور عن الترجمة الفورية. حياكم الله يا مرحبا، والله شرفتوني.
There are many people who speak, they master the 2 languages, but they cannot translate or interpret.
I'll give you the floor or the word, okay? If you have any question، إذا عندكم أي سؤال تفضل يا دكتور هشام.
Yes. The second very important advice I would give to any beginner in the word of interpreting is that you have to be a very good reader. You have to read a lot. سعة الاطلاع مهمة جدا جدا. You have to prepare for your meetings, and for this you have to read a lot.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes,
You have to listen a lot. That's right.
Yes. Then you have to practice a lot. Some people think that they do not need to practice. No, even experienced interpreters at the UN and international organizations, they continue practicing. Because you know, yes, interpreting is, I always compare interpreting to sports. In sports, if you practice a lot, you'll be in good shape, and then you have a good chance to play a good match. In interpreting also, if you do not practice a lot, you risk to not to give a good interpretation. You know, especially when I spoke to about.
نتعلم أفضل ما نكون جهلاء. صحيح. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you اللي كتب العبارة. شكرا لك على هذه العبارة.
When you are practicing, you can focus on understanding new accents. You can also focus on dealing with fast speakers.
نعم أخوي الدكتور. الله يبارك فيك.
Yes.
نعم.
Well, it's not only keep learning English. Let me intervene here. It's also keep learning good Arabic. You know, some people think that they speak Arabic, they do not need to read. No, we learn every day. We learn new vocabulary. We learn new concepts. We learn a lot of things.
Yeah.
In whether in the foreign language or in our native language.
عليكم السلام يا إبراهيم، حياك الله. إذا عندك أي سؤال، حنا موضوعنا عن الترجمة الفورية، ومعنا سعادة الدكتور ما شاء الله تبارك الله يسمح لي، يعني أكثر من أعتقد 30 عام وهو في هذا المجال. إذا عندك if you have any question، إذا عندك أي سؤال بالعربي in English، نحن على we're ready. Doctor is ready. Yeah. Carry on, Doctor.
That's it. These are the main advice that I would give. Yes.
Dr. Walid, do you have any question, please?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I have some comment and question actually. As we know now, we live in a technological era and technology everywhere. I would like to ask Dr. Hisham about the tools that used in the past and the tools are used now.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yes, using the most technological ones. As we know, we live in the technological era, and technology is surrounding us everywhere. I would like to know if there is the tools, whether the tools are different from the past and now. This is the first part. The second part, will the AI or the technology or technological tools, specifically AI, will replace the interpreters in the future. As we know, nowadays there are some steps and some suggestions that interpreters and translators can use technological tools such as AI to convey the message and to convey the meaning. My question is, can we expect that the AI will replace the human or the human interpreters in the future?
Good.
And thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for the important two questions. Okay. For the first part of the question, or the first question, well, tools are now much different from the past, but the main idea is the same. I mean, for
There's
the
nothing like the
technological
human translation because it takes into, you're
for
right.
for the good preparation of by an interpreter for a meeting, they have to dig deep inside terminology. For example, I know that I have to interpret for a meeting on the construction of bridges. Then, of course, I'm not an engineer. I'm not a civil engineer or not an engineer. But I have to have some knowledge in this area in order to be able to interpret. So what I have to do well before, ahead of the meeting, I have to go and search for the papers or materials in this area that might help me make my glossary. You know, one of the basic preparation methods for a meeting is to prepare a specialized specialized glossary
مرحبا للجميع، مرحبا فيكم جميعا اللي انضموا لنا، مرحبا إبراهيم.
in the field that you are going to interpret in. So in the past, you needed to go and to look for materials here and there, which might be a rather difficult task. Now, you can just enter ChatGPT or any of these AI tools to ask them to either to prepare for you a glossary, which would be a valuable glossary. I have tried this myself. Or to ask them to suggest to you topics that could, for example, be discussed in the meeting while explaining some concepts, the state-of-art technology used in the construction of bridges, and you may ask them also for advice how to prepare for the meeting. This will be a valuable shortcut for an interpreter. Instead of spending 2 weeks preparing a glossary, the AI might give you this in a split of a second or a minute, and then your main task would be to, it is not sufficient and it's not enough just to prepare the glossary. You have to learn it by heart. It's an important task of the interpreter. When he listens to a new jargon or a new terminology, they should not think about how would I interpret this. They should have a ready rendering for them in their mind. And this comes through the practice. You prepare a glossary, you memorize the meaning of the words, you understand the meanings first, and then you memorize them, so that at the time they are quoted or they are mentioned in the meeting, you don't have to think, how would I render this? You would have it ready for
حياك
you.
الله أستاذ أنور، مرحبا بك، حياك الله كثير دكتور جامل.
Also, AI tools provide us with dictionaries, bilingual dictionaries and monolingual dictionaries. All tools required by the interpreter are facilitated.
مرحبا بك USA English teacher، مرحبا، welcome. We're talking about interpretation, okay, عن الترجمة الفورية, okay. You can share your opinion. Yes, doctor.
Coming to the next question about will the AI tools replace humans in translation or interpreting? Well, this is an issue being debated now in many academic
مرحبا
circles.
بالجميع مرحبا.
Many
نبغى
papers
نشارك.
have been prepared in this
Who
regard.
is English teacher? If you have any question, you can ask Dr. Hisham.
Many presentations, conference papers have been presented in this issue. The summary or the answer in short, no. I don't think AI tools can replace humans, especially in interpreting. In translation, well, they have made tremendous progress. You can now use many AI tools to help you produce very fast translation, but you cannot depend on it 100%. Whenever you use the tools, the AI tools in translation, you must, before delivering your translation to the client, you have to go through it, you have to revise it word by word. You know, recently I have tested ChatGPT.
حياكم الله حياك الله أبو خليل حياكم الله. أمس القوافي حياكم الله جميعا. If you have any question about this topic, you can ask us whether it's you can ask Dr. Hisham or as you like. Okay. Yes.
So I've entered a text which was the names of the member states of the Organization of Islamic Conference or Cooperation. It is very easy. I mean, just the names of the countries. I've reading through the names. My attention was attracted by two countries. I found the word "my finance" and the word "boys," which were the translation of Mali, a country which is called Mali in Western Africa, and Benin was translated as boys.
Yes.
You see, in translation, it cannot be. I mean, AI cannot replace human beings so far. In interpreting, it's still a very big challenge for AI to give a good translation or interpretation, especially that in interpreting you have to take into consideration the context, the culture, and many other circumstances before rendering.
إن شاء الله بعد الدكتور عشان ما قطع. طيب خلاص أبشر أعطيك استضافة. Doctor, please.
Yes.
يعني can you use AI as a tool when you interpret?
Yes, it can be used. So far, especially in the Arab world, we have not reached that stage yet. But for example, you have to train the AI to deal with accents and to have an application for text recognition or speech recognition.
Yeah, but
if you train AI to, for example, to recognize Ugandan accent, and a word like milk pops up, the speaker says "mirik," and the AI tool is trained to decipher this. And then you have it displayed in front of you while the speaker is speaking, and he says a word that you could not understand, and you can have it in front of you on the screen. Then this helps you. But this has not been yet provided for us in the Arab world.
But doctor, I think the interpreters can't use AI. Why? Yes, because you can't listen and read and speak at the same time. It's very challenging. This is my opinion.
Well, it seems so.
يعني أمس yesterday I listened to Germany, I think American or native speaker. She says in Arabic رزق AI تحت يترجم risk.
Yes, because the AI tool here is not trained. It is not trained to deal with this specific accent. You see?
Yeah.
But if it is trained.
فيفونا إذا عندك الآن أعطيك دعوة، إذا تبغى تدخل مرحبا بك. اضغط ريكوست وأعطيك أنا إن شاء الله. أيوة تفضل يا دكتور، معلش على المقاطعة.
Yes, I will give you a very simple example. For example, there was an Egyptian interpreter, a very seasoned, high caliber interpreter. She was the interpreter of Hosni Mubarak from French into Arabic and Arabic into French, and also English. She is trilingual. So one day she was translating or interpreting for the governor of the Japanese Central Bank.
Can you wait for me, please? 1 minute, okay?
Yes. So she was interpreting for the governor of the Japanese Central Bank, who was supposed to be speaking in English. You see, but you know, Japanese people have a very heavy accent in English. So she was stuck, but she could use the PowerPoint. Yes. He was speaking with a PowerPoint presentation. So whenever she could not understand a word or a sentence, she would read from the PowerPoint presentation in order to get the meaning of what he wants to say. So after the meeting ended, the Egyptian governor of the central bank in Egypt said to her, I did not know that you interpret from Japanese. He thought that this Japanese guy was speaking in Japanese because his accent was so heavy and not clear that he thought he was speaking in Japanese. She said, no, I was...
That accent is called strong.
Yes,
he has a strong accent.
Yes. So the presentation, whether AI or PowerPoint presentation, could be very, very useful in this regard. Yes, because you are filling in the gaps from what he says, from the gaps in what he says
very
from
different.
the PowerPoint presentation. Yes.
طيب إذا عندي تفضل يا اللي قال عليكم السلام، حياك الله، مرحبا معليش.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله.
As a beginning, I would like to thank you, Mr. Ali, for this session.
Ayedh.
And thank you everyone. Sorry, Mr. Ayedh. And thank you everyone and the guests for enhancing this subject. I would like to add one point, and it is about, of course, about translation. I know that
you can ask Dr. Hisham, mashallah.
I will be thankful for everyone, especially Dr. Hisham. As you know, in translation, we know that when we translate from language to language, we don't translate just words. We translate also the background of the language, or let's say the
culture.
hidden agenda in the text itself or in the subject itself. We need, when we say that AI or for example GPT or so, they can translate the subject or the message that we have correctly. I don't believe that, because when they translate the text itself, but they don't translate what is behind the text. But human people, or we as human, we can translate the message and also the hidden agenda inside of it.
You're
because
right.
We know.
I agree with you.
Because we know, for example, in political, or like Dr. Hisham, when he said the translator or the interpreter of President Hosni Mubarak.
Hisham, he's an interpreter and translator.
When he said that she stuck in a word, maybe she didn't understand the meaning of it or what they specifically mean by this word.
You're right.
AI will never replace human beings in translating, but I think it's a
useful
way or a
tool.
good resource. Excuse me?
It's a useful tool.
Yes, it's a useful tool to find resources about the subject that we are translating, but not 100% complete for translating and giving the complete idea of the translation.
You're
This
right.
is what I think, and thank you for the chance.
Do you have any question about this subject, please?
No, thank you. I was just adding,
Thank you.
but thank you.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. Yeah. Do you have any comment on this, Dr. Hisham? Dr. Hisham? Cut off.
Yes, I want to ask you, Dr. Hisham, before
دكتور هشام خلينا نشوف الدكتور هشام نعطيه ما ادري الظاهر انه انقطع الخط. دكتور هشام Dr. Hisham, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Dr. Hisham? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Dr. Hisham? I don't know what happened. I don't know.
Yes. He will come back soon.
I don't know what happened. I don't know.
He will come back soon. Yes.
Yeah. But let's wait. Okay? We have to wait for him.
Yes.
مرحبا بالجميع. خلونا نقرا التعليقات على بال ما يرجع ان شاء الله الدكتور ان شاء الله will be ان شاء الله دكتور هشام.
تسمعني؟
Hear me? Yes I can. سأل أقول do you have any comment on what the girl mentioned? والله ما عرفت اسمها لكن yes. سمعت أنت التعليق الأول جاء من البنت دكتور؟ الأخت الفاضلة اللي دخلت معانا. Can you hear me, Dr. Hisham? Dr. Anwar, how are you?
Me?
Yeah, I can. I can hear you.
What I was saying, the
What
interpreter
happened?
can use the interpreter can use the AI tool to help them.
مرحبا
To help them, not to replace them. You know.
Yes.
This is in short what I was saying.
It's a useful tool, yeah, doctor. Huh?
It's a useful tool, but it has to be used carefully. You see.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, you're right. Dr. Walid, do you have any question, please?
Yes, I have all.
I'm so sorry, Dr. Hisham.
Yes,
I keep you wait.
Fruitful session.
Long.
No problem. No problem.
I keep you wait long. I'm so sorry, Dr. Hisham.
Don't worry, it's okay.
Thank you. Yes, Dr. أنور تفضل يا دكتور وليد.
The only question I have asked him whether the AI will replace human in the coming future, and I like the answer that AI will never replace the human interpreter.
I'll be back soon. Okay, استمروا. Carry on.
Okay. Because of the topics we have discussed, translating cultural values, and idiomatic expressions, colloquial languages, all these aspects, the AI or any technological tools cannot translate directly. They should be a human being to understand all these kinds of language and render and translate them into different or another language. This is why AI and other technological tools will never replace human, even they use the most modern and the most effective tools. This is what I would like to add. And it may be one of the most thorny issues that is spread over nowadays, because technology replace many aspects of life. But I think in translating or interpreting, this will never take place even if in the recent coming future. Thank you for this fruitful session, Dr. Hisham and Dr. Anwar, and it's pleasure meeting you today.
You are most welcome. Yes, I thank you for your,
Thank you so much. Thank you.
your valuable input. And actually, what you have said is the conclusion reached by many researchers in this area. Well, only people who have no knowledge about the requirements of interpretation who would say that AI can replace human beings in interpreting. You know, but because they are well, they when they use an AI device that gives them an interpretation, they would say, "Oh, wonderful! That's wonderful. Now I can use AI to translate whatever I want to say on the spot." So there is no need to recruit interpreters. This was.
I am so sorry. I am so sorry.
You're welcome. No problem. No problem.
Thank you. Thank
You
you.
know,
Dr.
and so many institutions tend
مرحبا بالجميع.
to
مرحبا مرحبا
use
حياكم
AI
الله.
tools
اللي
in
يبغى
order
يطلب
to
استضافة مرحبا، بنسأل بالعربي ونسأل بالإنجليزي، ما عندنا إشكال. يعني هذه المنصة يعني يعني فرصة. Okay, it's a chance to speak English. You can ask questions. Okay, as you like. Yes.
yes.
Go ahead.
No, I was just trying to comment on Dr. Walid's valuable comment. I was saying that because he said AI cannot replace humans in translation nor in interpreting. I said, especially when it comes to interpreting, this is the conclusion that seemed to be prevailing in the research about AI and interpretation. But some institutions, in order to cut the expenses of interpretation, they will just go for AI tools for interpretation
ريم مرحبا مرحبا مرحبا
with
ريم مرحبا يا
disastrous results.
أي أحد هنا دخل معي يا مرحبا بحياكم الله. Welcome to my live stream with Dr. Hisham. Yes.
Thank you so much, Dr. Hisham, for this advice. Like you give too much advice for us. And I want to ask you a question. Like before in the past, like they use a lot of dictionary, like to translate word from word, like from Arabic to English or Arabic to French.
حياك الله إبراهيم.
Yes.
حياك
But right now, like I see like little like few students like they use dictionary as the main basic or resource to translate. Yes, because of the like development of technology. Yes, they use ChatGPT or other resources. But the best, like for me, dictionary is the like the basic resources here to give you a lot of vocabulary, a different sentence, how to pronunciate the word. Yes, that's yeah, like the best book.
Yes, that's right. But even these are available through AI tools. I mean, now you can download the dictionaries instead of going and buying a
مرحبا
dictionary.
بالجميع. مرحبا فيك وبارك الله
You
فيك.
can download it, and even when
اللي
you
يبي
want
يطلب استضافة يا
to
مرحبا
search
به.
a word in a dictionary on an electronic form,
Stick
it's
around,
easier
please.
than
Don't go anywhere.
turning over the
Stay
pages and
with
looking
us.
for the word.
بارك الله فيك.
Yes.
يعني عندكم السؤال الآن من الجمهور. إذا في سؤال المتابعين أنا سأعطيكم إن شاء الله السؤال قبل، لأن أطلنا على الدكتور هشام بارك الله فيه. دكتور هشام, can you read some comments here? ويقول I don't know. Can you see it?
Yes. It says technological tools will never replace human translators and interpreters.
Yeah.
Well, this has been said. Yes.
I agree with you.
Yes.
طرق تحسين مهارات القراءة والكتابة. نحن نتكلم اليوم عن الترجمة الفورية، ولكن إذا الدكتور برضه بيتفضل عليكم، لأن سائل بالعربي يمكن تجاوبه بالعربي يا دكتور. إبراهيم يقول طرق، يبغى يحسن مهارات القراءة والكتابة، لعل اللغة كلها تكون مترابطة. دكتور هشام، أو أي أحد منكم يسمع الإجابة ما في مشكلة. Can you hear me, doctor? Dr. Hisham, can you hear me?
نعم. Yes, I can hear you, but I did not get
هذا
that.
يسأل بالعربي، يقول في طرق تحسين مهارات القراءة والكتابة، يبغى الإجابة لأنه سأل في العربي. Okay, we have to answer in Arabic.
نعم. طرق تحسين مهارات القراءة والكتابة.
نعم.
والله أنا بصراحة لست متخصصا في هذا المجال. يعني هنالك يعني دورات متخصصة في تحسين القراءة والكتابة. كل الذي أستطيع أن يعني
تجربتك الشخصية يا دكتور له.
نعم. هو كثرة القراءة تؤدي إلى يعني إجادة التعامل مع القراءة، ثم تؤدي بالتأكيد كثرة القراءة إن شاء الله تؤدي إلى تحسين القدرات على الكتابة، لأنه هو الإنسان يكتب متأثرا بما حصله من معلومات في أثناء القراءة. كلما زاد الاطلاع على مادة مكتوبة، خاصة إذا كانت مواد مكتوبة.
نعم والله يا دكتور هشام إن كنا يعني فضل الله يجزاهم خير، معلمينا كانوا يتكلمون معنا بالعربية داخل الفصل فأثروا فينا. يعني كانوا من الله يجزاهم خير، يعني أنا درسوني السودانيين وأقولها بكل فخر باللغة العربية، وكانوا لا يتحدثون، وكذلك السعوديين كانوا معهم لا يتحدثون، وهناك مصريين لا يتحدثون بداخل الفصل. يعني اختلف الآن ما أدري، لكن لا يتحدثون إلا باللغة العربية. ثم كنت أستمع إلى القنوات التي تنطق بالعربية، فالحمد لله أثرت علي، فأصبحت نوعا ما ممتاز. وأنا لو أقيم نفسي وأنت موجود يا دكتور، لو كنت لم تكن موجودا لأعطيت نفسي تقييما عاليا.
I can answer about the question for he asked about how to improve.
Can you hear me, Dr. Hisham?
Okay, the question for all. Somebody asked about how to improve my reading and writing.
Yeah, right? You're right.
Yeah, okay. The answer in the question. يعني السؤال في الإجابة، كيف أحسن القراءة والكتابة؟ بتحسين القراءة والكتابة. Read a lot, write a lot. يعني اقرأ بكثرة.
Read a lot, yeah.
Read a lot and write a lot. يعني اقرأ بكثرة واكتب بكثرة. حاول تنسخ. قبل أمس كان عندي
إبراهيم عندك سؤال؟ الله يحييك. إذا تبغى استضافة يا إبراهيم بعطيك استضافة.
أقول لك قبل أمس كان عندي دورة، أو أمس عندي دورة عن التعلم الذاتي. how to learn yourself. كان من ضمنها أنك تعطي وقتك أو نفسك وقت محدد، تلزم نفسك بالوقت إلزامي، في زاوية معينة، في ركن معين، ما في مقاطعات. don't use your mobile in good place for you, so you must be in focus which you want to learn.
You have to focus on what you want.
Yeah, focus on what you want, really. Because many times we are spread in our mind، يعني متشتتين، لكن لازم نركز على الشيء اللي نحتاجه.
They distracted، متشتتين.
نعم، احنا فعلا distracted. ف يعني ببساطة
اللي بيسأل يا شباب، لأني أعتقد أن أقلنا.
والكتابة.
I am so sorry if I keep you wait long, Dr. Hisham. Okay.
It's okay.
Yeah. إذا عندك تعليق على سعادة الدكتور عبد الله.
لا، هو ذاك ليس عندي إضافة.
هو ما شاء الله ترى مدرب يا دكتور. نعم. مدرب في تطوير الذات وبارز وحاصل على الدكتوراه، وهو رجل ما شاء الله حتى علم نفسه ما شاء الله بنفسه الإنجليزية، وكل ما قابلني يتحدث يجبرني على أني لازم أتكلم. يعني he forced me to speak English.
لذلك أنا قلت أني لست متخصصا بما يكفي للإجابة على السؤال. يعني دع أهل الخبرة في المجال هم الذين يجيبون.
أنت يا دكتور من أهل الخبرة ولا شك، لأنك لما حصلت على الترجمة الفورية ودرست بالجامعات لا شك أن المترجم الفوري يعني المترجم الفوري خصوصا لابد وأن يقرأ كثيرا، يعني المترجم الفوري لابد أن يقرأ كثيرا.
من أصعب المهن على الإطلاق الترجمة الفورية.
لذلك نحن نبغى خبرتك بس.
صحيح، لكن الخبرة الذاتية غير الخبرة
حياك
التعليمية.
الله
يعني
أنا سامح وقتي يا إبراهيم، إذا تبي تتحدث إنجليزي الآن أتحدث معك، إذا تبغى بعدين يا إبراهيم على عيني، تبغى باللغة العربية ما في إشكال، ما عندي إشكال. If you want to speak English, okay, it's okay. If you want to speak Arabic, it's okay. You can speak with Dr. Hisham, Walid, Anwar, Hisham and Abdullah. Okay. As you like. Yes. تفضل يا دكتور عبد الله. دكتور عبد الله، دكتور وليد. دكتور وليد.
نعم، أشكر الدكتور عبد الله على المداخلة، وإن شاء الله إذا جينا المدينة نلتقي إن شاء الله.
What do you have been يا دكتور وليد؟
أيوه. I'm just listening.
في واحد يا دكتور أنت مختص يا دكتور، يقول كيف يطور المهارة، كيف يطور الكتابة والقراءة، يقول how can I improve my writing skills.
نعم، زي ما ذكر دكتور عبد الله، الإجابة هي موجودة في نفس السؤال نفسه. يعني القراءة كل ما قرأ أكثر كل ما تطور أكثر، والقراءة هي تعتبر المادة الأساسية لتطوير مهارة الكتابة.
It's a source of knowledge.
نعم، الاستماع والقراءة هم تعتبر المهارتين الأساسيات لتطوير المحادثة والكتابة.
الله يجزاك خير. شكرا.
زي ما ذكر الدكتور عبد الله، كل ما استمع أكثر وكل ما قرأ أكثر يتطور في المجال. والآن التكنولوجيا ما شاء الله يعني وفرت لدينا العديد من المواقع، يعني وبالمستويات، يعني تدخل على المواقع تحدد مستواك، تستمع وتتابع
يعني دكتور يعني الحمد لله والشكر. Thanks to technology, okay, you can communicate with other people, you can learn English, you can communicate with American native speakers or British native speakers, okay, even non-native speakers, to improve your language, okay, but where are learners?
Yes. The learners themselves are missing.
يا والله. طيب في أي سؤال يا أخوان؟ لأن يعني قربنا نختم. أشكركم جميعا، أشكر الدكتور اللي استضفناه. يعني I am happy to see you here. I am over the moon to host Dr. Hisham. Thank you for sharing your opinion. Thank you for sharing. شكرا لكم جميعا، متابعين وغير اللي انضموا لنا واللي لم ينضموا لنا، شكرا لكم جميعا. وإذا عندك كلمة يا دكتور، do you have any okay يعني do you have anything you want to say, you can say it دكتور هشام قبل تغادر.
Allow me to conclude in Arabic, my church language.
Okay.
أشكرك أستاذ عايض على هذه الفرصة.
I'm proud of you. I learned from you يا دكتور، تعلمت منك الكثير.
كلنا نتعلم، كلنا يتعلم من الآخر، ما منا من أحد إلا يحتاج إلى العلم.
الله يبارك فيك.
أشكرك على هذه الفرصة الطيبة، وأشكر جميع من شارك، وخاصة من أدلوا بإضافات قيمة جدا جدا. أشكرهم وأشكرهم لتفاعلهم وحضورهم وبقائهم معنا حتى هذه الساعة المتأخرة. أكيد لديهم انشغالات أخرى، ولكنهم آثروا البقاء معنا. أتطلع إلى لقاءات أخرى نستمع فيها إلى من شارك ليشاطرنا أيضا معرفته، سواء كان في مجال الترجمة الفورية أو التحريرية أو أي مجال آخر. يعني يسعدنا إن شاء الله، يسعدني أن أشارك مستمعا ومتعلما أيضا.
بارك الله فيك. وهذا تفضل.
مرة أخرى أشكرك وجزاك الله خيرا على
نحن
هذه الفرصة.
نتعلم منك يا دكتور، وهذا ليس إلا من حسن تواضعكم، وأنتم أهل لذلك، وأنتم ذو مقام نعتز به ونفتخر به، وكل فخر وكل إذن صاغية لك. فأشكرك على الحضور وعلى المشاركة، وأشكر كل من حضر: الدكتور وليد، الدكتور أنور، الدكتور عبد الله، وكل المتابعين. فجزاكم الله خيرا عني، وكلنا نتعلم من بعض كما ذكر دكتورنا الفاضل هشام. فجزاك الله خيرا.
إياك يا حبيبنا، بارك الله
الله
فيك.
يبارك فيك. إلى اللقاء. See you later.
شكرا لكم جميعا، وشكرا أستاذ عايض على هذا اللقاء الجميل واللقاء المفيد. شكرا دكتور هشام، وسعيد بمعرفة دكتور عبد الله ودكتور أنور، وأتمنى أنه نلقاكم قريبا
بإذن الله. الدكتور دائما.
أستاذ عايد لو سمحت، يعني إذا كان من ممكن أن تنشر رقم الواتس إذا كان هنالك أي تفاعل أو أي أسئلة، أنا مستعد للإجابة.
أبشر. جزاك الله خير.
رقم الواتس عندي 0500.
لا خلاص يا دكتور، أنا بإذن الله بكتبه بإذن
طيب
الله.
تمام.
أبشر بإذن الله. أي أحد يبغى الدكتور أو شيء يراسلني على العين.
تمام. شكرا.
جزاك الله خير يا دكتور.
جزاك الله خيرا دكتور هشام.
دكتور
وشكرا يا دكتور عايض، الله يجزيك خير. ودكتور عبد الله ووليد، الله يحفظكم يا رب على هذا اللقاء معنا الممتاز، وإن شاء الله في لقاءات أخرى إن شاء الله أكيد.
دائما إحنا نبث بإذن الله كل يوم.
ما شاء الله استفدنا كثير من الدكتور هشام ومن الأخوة كلنا يا رب.
كلنا
نتعلم دائما.
نعم.
بارك الله فيك فعلا.
بارك الله فيكم.
بارك الله
الدكتور
فيكم
عبد
جميعاً.
الله، عندك كلمة دكتور عبد الله قبل الختام إذا كان معنا الدكتور عبد الله؟ أشكركم جميعا، وإلى اللقاء، وفي أمان الله.